On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay.
Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of The Outer Worlds. Right, so we actually got a lot of business done around the groundbreaker, but we
CNP,
have...
I can't believe it's not forced. It's unbelievable how good it is.
I doubt that. Okay. We have a bunch of tasks still we need to get done, but first things first, we should actually go to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, because one Lydia, who is in charge of Sublight...
Really in jail, Mr. Max? And you're our vicar?
Yes, but as I've repeatedly said, I was assigned there as a vicar. I was not a prisoner.
I just can't believe you'd lie.
I was not lying. It had no bearing on my ability to minister to my flock, and was therefore not worth mentioning.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, we were talking to her in the last episode, but we didn't have a nav key, and she required to have a nav key, then we can talk business with her. So now we do have a nav key in that's the very last thing we did in the last episode. So yeah, let's see what she wants.
You weren't followed, were you? I hope not. Sure is. Welcome aboard, contractor. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
Okay, I don't know what the hell is Fallbrook.
A few of my contractors run flights in there and out again, working around with a board embargo. We keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica. Byzantium kids with more money than sense can thank Sublight for their good time.
Okay.
One of my guys filmed a Raptidon grinding on an automech. Didn't end well for anyone, including the cameraman.
Alright. So really sick stuff. Sick.
When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas.
What is that?
It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get too excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable buyer. Dangerous stuff. Acid for the nucleon in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab.
Ah yes, Alta Vitae. I knew someone who inhaled it by accident. I'd never seen anybody spontaneously combust before.
I see your friend here is the brains of the operation. Good. Every salvage crew needs one.
Well, it's a good thing we are not a salvage crew.
Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood?
Yeah, anything else?
Few laws and even fewer people to enforce them. If you're working for the right side, it's a fucking paradise. You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
I ain't worried if you aren't, Captain. Honest.
Alright.
Hope you find some good salvage out there. Or if you can't find some, make some. Swell. Has anyone from HR given you the new employee talk? I don't actually know. That answers for both questions. Here goes. Welcome to Sublight, where salvage runs thicker than blood. We're still trying out new slogans. Sublight. Because what's your alternative?
Yeah, I like the latter one better.
I'll get that right over to marketing, once I figure out where their office is. Glad to have you on board. We could use the help after what happened to the last contractor.
I don't think you have neither one of those departments.
No, I didn't. Oh, that. Just stay in Miss Lilia's good side. Stealing office supplies is a good way to end up as salvage, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Knew you were a smart guy.
We're not gonna have to hurt nobody, are we?
No one saw me trip over that, right?
Alright. The next big thing we need to figure out is get our weaker, nice set of armor, because
Can be microwaved in 2.5 seconds.
he just runs around and getting shot at while wearing some civilian garments. So, alright.
Rizzo's lemon.
And before we do that, we have some business with Commandant
How
Sanita.
goes the hunt? I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
Right. Does this have anything to do with your cardinal understanding?
He
Oh.
tell you that, did he? I might have kicked his ass from one end of the groundbreaker to the other a few years back. Whatever he reads into that is his business.
Oh yeah, she has had a thing with him.
Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future.
Okay. I hope that won't come to bite me in the ass later. Okay. There she is, the unreliable. Okay.
Hey, you got a
I was
second?
wondering where you were.
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Okay.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
I got a feeling that he was eventually gonna join us. Okay. Yeah, why should I hire
You're
you?
serious? You're giving me a shot. All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case
Oh my
you
god, I
asked.
feel
Hey
bad.
there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
wait. let me finish. I wrote this down and everything. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
Sorry. He's funny.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress.
Okay, that's enough.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
Okay.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
Really? We're picking up strays now?
Look at that. A real vicar. I'm sure we'll get along like a church on fire.
Okay. You have acquired PT. Oh yeah, I sold that, right? Okay. I need to find you some better armor, because that armor doesn't suit
Did you
her.
notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from the Masked Marketeer?
Oh, which one's the captain?
You know the head of the family? Never shows up on screen, but everybody's scared of him? That's the boss.
And everyone's got different theories about what they're really up to? I can see that.
Oh, these two already getting along, huh?
I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
Oh yeah? Look at that. Magnificent. Ugh, oh my god. Space is actually very scary and very breathtaking. I don't think there's something other that can evoke that feeling. You know. Esther Blaine, Adam Jensen, this is just to let you know that I've been given out the rest of that you know what to the you know who's. Sorry for the secrecy, you will never really know who's reading these things. I appreciate you giving me the time of day. You risk your neck heading into that community center. I'm grateful, but I'd also appreciate if you never told another soul about our business. I like my job and I should like to keep it. Okay. That is some side business we had going on in the Emerald Vale. Search Hephaestus Mining. Archive cartridge for keyword weapon. Okay. Keyword search result 1 from the site supervisor's personal logs. That captain that captain sold Harris something called the rearranger when they left before we discovered the damn thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranges is the number of bits on Harris's card. Looks like some strange tech or weapon. Maybe a scientist can make something of it. From the site result 2, from the site safety officer's incident report. Doc Caulfield couldn't save Lem. Now I gotta arrest Harris for his murder. Confiscated that weapon he used and stored it in Bertie's office for now. Figure the least the site supervisor can do is fill out the forms or for whatever that damn thing is. Don't know how I'm going to detain Harris. Look like we got prison cells on this rock. Result 3 from Barber's coronary inquest. Given name Lamuel, family name Hayford, employee status indenture, contract term 35 years, 2 months, 16 days, 5 hours. They consider up to minutes when it comes to contracts. My god. remaining. Okay, time of deceasement 1827, cause of deceasement blunt force trauma, weapon unknown. Took a good whack to the noggin, the facial area to be specifical about it. It's all twisted up to nose is 5 times too big, jaw is shrunk to almost nothing, teeth out of its kilter, though I suppose that was true pre-deceasement. If the blow itself didn't kill him, there's no way he could have breathed with all that damage. Alright. Where did our little trinkets went?
Something on your mind?
Alright, what's your deal?
I'm a surgeon by training and a pirate by inclination. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of Spacer's Corona. I make a mean zero-G cocktail and I've got a meaner right hook.
Okay.
It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually zero-G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky, purple berry shake if you're not. I'll make you one sometime. If you don't enjoy it, I'll make a few more until you do.
Okay.
Sure do. Some of it was even legal.
You weren't joking about being a pirate, okay?
What gave it away? It's the hair, right? Or maybe the ammo belt? I had it custom made.
Hmm.
Gotta figure out how to work that into my aesthetic. Maybe a pair of earrings? I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one thing you ought to know about me, it's that I won't tell you your business. Your ship, your way. Glad to hear it. It's worked for me this long.
Okay. Oh, I was hoping to know something more personal about you.
Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. Never mind what anyone else tries to tell you. That about covers it. Aw, come on. That stuff's boring. Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to give people room to breathe. I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it, but let's keep a little professional distance.
Okay. I won't
No complaints here.
pry on it then. Okay, what's your deal, Felix?
Good to see you, boss. Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays.
Okay.
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. Always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way.
Okay.
That's what they called us. Orphans with no family, no company to take us in, nowhere to go but the back bays. The word's a touch kindlier than Rungleech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support your own self, you don't deserve to be on the Groundbreaker.
I mean, that's what it takes to be independent, don't you think?
Same way we all do. Looked for work and hoped somebody would give me a shot. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on. Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it.
Okay. So he's sort of a melee expert.
Yeah, I mean, in theory. But I wouldn't have felt half as good. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess my ship did arrive in the end. I've got you to thank for that. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
Yeah, you remember that. Okay. Um. Hmm. Where are all the posters that
Whoever
we...
has been in the shower for the past 40 minutes, I am shutting off the hot water now.
40 minutes? Oh. That is where it went. Things that have been found in the digestive system of a common raptidon. Neck cans of Space's Choice salt tuna. Other smaller raptidons, bottle of purpleberry wine, bit carts, the remains of last season's Auntie's Cleo's darlings. Oh. Stimulation. Trauma kit. Scissors for ghosts, scalpels for wounds, and handheld laser wands for a flawless complexion. Bullet-riddled leather jacket. It's distressed. Okay. This is bottle of hooch for disinfecting equipment, probably. Okay. This is, I think, what's her name? So is the Felix's room. This is his room? My god. Oh shit. What the hell is going on over here? You are too loud, PD. Okay, let's get out of here.
So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it. With interest.
Nice one. You must have had them quaking in their heels.
I mean, I wasn't really gonna do it. I just wanted to make him feel bad.
Pay you back with interest. I gotta remember that one.
Would have felt better if it had worked.
Okay. Do you have anything?
Thinking of tinkering at the workbench? I used to love watching Alex work. Now I like watching you.
Okay. Wait. Where is she?
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Sure.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Okay.
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. The trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. Made my chest hurt, kinda. I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastway's not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Okay, I know it's cute and all, but why are we having this conversation? Like, it feels like it's too soon. Okay. I like her. She's fun to be around. So
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel? They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close. I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? Lost Hope?
okay. Yeah. There's nothing happened.
Maybe for you. I start thinking about all the things she could say and my guts start crawling up my throat. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Okay.
The ship used to be much quieter.
I don't know. Feels like too fast for that kind of conversation with my squad mates. Okay, let's do this, I guess. Long guns, which is the thing I've been using the most. I'm just gonna add 5 to that and 5 to tech. Okay, I didn't get a perk for this level. Okay, we can upgrade them. And medical, what is this? Medical inhale. Oh, that is actually quite nice. 30% threat. Yeah, let's build them as no. Let me apply. Let's build them all somewhat the same. Oh, you the charmful guy, huh? Okay. I think all the others are... I mean, 2 of the others are fine. Okay.
Impeccable timing, Captain. I was about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure.
What?
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Yes. Oh my god, what is this question?
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Okay.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps? You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
All right.
Come see me in my lab. I'll answer any questions you have. Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
The thing is, I think every possible, like... Okay. Every possible, like, where's Vicar? I haven't seen him. The squad mates interactions are one of the... Was he the one who showering all day? Showering. Or is he in his... Okay.
By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
Okay.
Yes, I've been meaning to discuss exactly that. Now that we know where, the scholar is, when will we be searching him out?
Okay. So he don't have anything to add. Okay. The unreliable navigation terminal, and we need to go to Monarch. Should we go here first?
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
Okay. Check on the crewmates. Oh. I will bring these two with me this time. You know, show everyone what they are missing. Okay.
Something on your mind?
Right. They don't have anything to say. I'm pretty sure, like Parvati, they all have, and Vicar, they all have something they need to do by their own. Right. Okay, you two will be coming with me. What's up?
Yeah, boss?
Alright, so this is the second time we are here, or the third time, if you really think about it. Right.
What's on your mind?
Wait, I have nothing to say to you? Why did you just told me to come on then? So Sestivigs are kind of a interesting tidbit about this world. You know, they are basically just living plum trees that, you know, we can harvest. So all these, like, test in its its like head and the back are like cancer knots that will like, you know, grow and fall off that we can yes, humans we can eat. Reminder scrape of electrophyte spreads. Okay. Alright, I thought we had something else we had to discuss with Dr. Wells, but alright, to the Monarch then. Warning dangerous Cascadia landing pad, Stella Bay landing pad. I mean, let's go for the safe option.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Ooh. I mean, when you really think about it, what's the point of gas giants? I mean, you know, makes you wonder. And a bit of a fun fact about our own solar system, the big guy, Jupiter, actually one of the main reasons why that the Earth became hospitable in the first place. You know, its gravitational pull actually helped Earth to be able to like support humanity in a sense. Right, so these two don't have any business being here, I don't think. So let's just stick with these two. Alright. Oh wow. Welcome to Monarch and alright. Okay. Status operational, insert captain identification cartridge to initiate remote landing. But we are already here. Alright, so do we have anything? Nope, I won't steal anything. I'm just being the chaotic good that I am. Okay, how do I operate this? Alright, seems like we do have a welcoming party.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Yeah, but I'm not here for chit chat. Well, that is my ship. You seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
Okay.
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-world traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On
Please
behalf of
don't.
Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Okay. Alex Hawthorne, I guess.
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Okay.
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are Sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
I mean, so the sublight actually helps people in a certain way.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Did he just say raptidons and cannibals? I can't wait.
Jesus, Felix, calm down.
Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Alright.
I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Poster, eh?
Boss, come on. Black Hole Birdie, the Hole Meister, the Hack Attack.
That's Bertie Holcomb, only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever. Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something?
Actually, yeah.
On account of him being the best hacker who ever played, nothing gets by him. He sucks up every ball that comes his way. Well, Holcomb's had a lot of nicknames over his career. Used to be the Tallywhacker on account of what he'd do to the score.
Okay.
Before that, he was the Slick Stick, because his shots were always so smooth. I swear I'm not. At the start of his career, people called him the Hack Boss, but no one thought that was very catchy. I couldn't really say, I'm just a fan of the game. But the fancy collector types say the more people see these things, the less valuable they are. And I figure my poster's been passed around by more than a few people by now. Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Okay. So, it was granted that the board was lying, because why wouldn't they? They probably messed this up. Oh my god, he's so cool. Is that a sheath? Too bad I don't use any melee or melee stuff. Yeah, Bennett. Alright, let's get some... I speak with Nayoka at Stellar Bay. Can we sort by... Yeah, location, Monarch. Check with Celia, we just got that one. Space Crime Continuum. Retrieve the missing passcode. Yeah, for the... What was their name? The salvager company? Okay, Bennett.
Laws. Can a man enjoy the smooth menthol flavor of a Stogie Slim in peace? What I am doing, sir, is enjoying the moment. It's so rare that I can seize one apart from the jabbering masses of this wretched place.
I thought this place was not that jabbering masses, you know.
This law's forgotten town. Cut off from the rest of the colony. Removed from any culture. I recall when Stellar Bay was a proper board-affiliated town with regular shipments of Auntie Cleo's best and all the cereals. Before Sanjar took over MSI and got us all booted.
Oh my god, you are a bootlicker, aren't you? Jesus.
Yes, free to wallow in squalor together. Free to squabble with the iconoclasts over a raptidon-infested hellhole. Look, you're making me melancholy. Is there something you wanted?
No, my boots are somewhat clean, you know.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peals, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate.
Okay. We have Nyoka over here, but let's talk to Maguire first.
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay. First drink's on me, stranger. Suit yourself. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might could use a few.
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I do for you?
So the Ellie, right? She's awfully quiet to my left. Felix was the one who carrying the conversation.
Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka, on account of her being here so often herself. And I don't mean that unkindly. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks. Something else I can do for you?
Okay, kind of cringe that you placing her right in front of her. You said you're not used to...
Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming. Off to join the iconoclasts or some such.
Why is this place called the Art Club?
Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all. Nope. But a man can dream.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So, what do you got?
The little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding. All over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
Are you supposed to be drunk?
Don't interrupt, it's rude. But I gotta
you.
get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
Okay.
Name's Nyoka. I'm the best big game hunter on the planet.
You're also the loudest big game hunter on the planet. And the drunkest.
Shut the Fair point. I deserve it, though. On account of being the best.
You're a hunter? You ever killed a rapt with your bare hands?
Matter of fact, I was just regaling our drink master here of a time when a baby rap snatched an heirloom of mine. Had to chase it halfway to Fallbrook. When I finally caught it, I was so mad I tore its jaw clean off. Reached in, wrenched my medallion from its belly. Caught me an awful burn. But I'd say it was worth it.
A burn? You were disfigured? That rap leave you with some sort of grisly-looking scar?
Hey now, woman's gotta have her secrets.
Okay.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
No chance.
Another in a long line of damn fools trying to cut me off. I'll buy my own poison then. What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
Alright, so that's your thing, that's your character, being drunk. Okay. Told you.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head. More than you have, I suspect. I plan to sit here and drink until I find myself awoken sober. Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
There be a better, character for you for being addicted to drinking?
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Okay. What?
Something
Why
on your
are you
mind?
so... Why are you not talking? Okay. These are all residents. We'll check out those vending machines later. Okay, what's up here?
Carry on.
Caleb Herrick, Metal Road Operator. Who the hell are you?
New face, huh? You from Off-World? A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us? Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
Okay.
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor Velma goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
Yeah, seems like we have to intervene.
I wouldn't doubt it. You look like the type who tends to come out on top. Not like us cogs, trying to be the squeaky wheel but just getting deadlocked. It's been days, but Velma won't even hear us out. Maybe you could just make her listen to our demands. You would do that? We sure are lucky you decided to come up to the patio today. I knew drinking up here would be good for more than the view. Sure thing. What did you want to discuss? Not forever, but we've each saved up our bits, and I stashed them safe in my home by the diner. I reckon we could last a week or two at least.
Alright.
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
What?
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut off the profits. So far it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Okay. What the fuck? That... Why are they just staring into my soul, though? Every
I
time.
wonder
Rika does
sometimes what
that
they're doing
too.
on other colonies.
Uh-huh.
Think they're watching the same serials, following the same tossball games?
Mm-hmm.
You're not listening to a word, are you?
Look, my back aches and everything smells like fish. I just want to enjoy my beer.
Wait, you guys are making Saltuna too? That's the only thing you guys make over here? This whole, like, colony? Okay. The lighting is a bit off for my liking. I don't know why that is. We have Monarch.
Fresh blood at last. Stellar Bay could use some.
Wow.
We're not the best equipped, but scouting for rats keeps us on our toes.
There's the guy who has like a what the hell is this? A minigun or something? Okay,
Did I
who's...
get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Oh shit.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today? Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on raptidon acid.
What?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
As food?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else. Sort of the strong, silent type.
Oh.
Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Girl.
Would you? I'd appreciate
What
that
the
so much.
fuck?
Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask. Just that you met this really nice lady named Celia, and she seemed... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work. He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Good to have standards, I guess.
I know what I'm looking
Finally.
for.
Okay. It's good to exercise your lower body, you know. You really want to be someone you can't talk to?
You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny.
Alright.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
As a relationship advice, the plenty fish in the sea is one of the like lamest things you can say as advice.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Okay.
You'd be a hit in Byzantium.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Okay.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
Okay.
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
And you're tired of scratching and scraping by. Sounds like you're freer then. I don't think he will embrace that.
Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Can't imagine why you'd sneer at the notion of a free colony. Could it be because you're an agent of the establishment?
Not everyone likes the idea of hunting sprats in the back bays, Felix.
Your friend makes a good point, young man. I used to be young and idealistic too, but you can't run a city on high-minded ideals.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Ingenious plan? Don't get me wrong, I'm starting to admire your sand, but I bet you could overcomplicate a sisty sandwich.
What a charmingly roguish turn of phrase. Allow me to express my thanks at your confidence and assure you that my plan is indeed sufficiently complicated.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
I thought you already had took your matters into your own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Okay.
Not long, but the devil is always in the details. And the salient detail here is a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
It is quite the rush.
Ordinance or ordinance?
An ordinance, of course. We do things in a civilized fashion here, not like Graham's iconoclasts.
Who? Alright. Can legal document really be that important? So where do I find this ordinance? Once you have the Bolt 52, what's the other plan of... Sure, tell me the importance.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you just crawled out from under a rock. Forms and procedures are everything in Halcyon. And this one is located in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Yeah. I think we may have to go there eventually.
Saying what? Which way? That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Okay.
What can I do for you? I see. And was his delivery of the MSI-authorized greeting up to snuff?
Oh my god, we can screw him up. I don't know why would anyone do that.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Okay, good old days.
Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes. I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws.
Okay.
Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra II, but back then it was known as Terra I.
Yeah, Terra 1 and Terra 2. I thought this colony called Terra 2 because the Earth's supposed to be Terra 1.
As you may have noticed, this planet has more than its share of hazards. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out. Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to, but there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up.
Okay.
It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms.
And you were not taken seriously.
No, they laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra II, along with everyone else. Yes, some of us stayed behind, and as the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI.
Must have pissed off some real big suits to get stuck with that.
On the contrary, I wrote lots of very important reports on behalf of top MSI officials before I was able to achieve this position. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages.
I see.
I don't know. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws.
Your first mistake was expecting the board to cut you a fair deal.
I understand the sentiment, but if we can't rely on some sort of framework, then what do we have? I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
Okay.
Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Yeah, and once you go back to him, he'll own your dignity too.
If you can't beat him, might as well join him and reach into their pockets.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community, and being cut off means slow strangulation.
Yeah, they were lowballing you.
I'm not a man to put pride before progress. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
Don't get ahead of yourself, sir.
Yes, it'll be easier to explain once we have the Bolt 52. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
Sounds like the board gave themselves the power to arrest an entire planet.
They would say it's for the greater good. Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Rather hard to run a business that way.
Okay.
He and his followers call themselves the Iconoclasts. Lawless anarchists, all of them. If anyone on Monarch deserves the reputation the board's pinned on us, it's them. It isn't just that they drain our people and resources. Every radical act they commit cements Halcyon's image of us all as destructive rebels and pushes us further from the rest of the colony.
So, what's the downside?
Shall I begin with the supply shortages or the subtle but constant threat of annihilation? He's lucky the board doesn't take him seriously enough to keep more than a few UDL gunships patrolling Monarch.
An Earth Directorate assault cruiser would change his tune. It's almost a shame we haven't seen one around Monarch in a long while.
What can I do for you? Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes. What can I do for you?
Nothing. You've taken a lot of my time. Okay. Executive, huh?
MSI keeps the fishery running and the walls intact.
Okay. What is this? Sebastian Adams. What the fuck?
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you?
Nothing. Okay. Where's the main? Help Nyoka with her hangover. Yeah, Nyoka isn't my favorite, but we just met her, so...
Wrapped musk and canid eyes, right here.
Okay.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
Oh, you the one who...
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something. He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Mantiqueens, especially.
Okay.
Sure, they're real big. Hard to miss them. Who wouldn't be? Now that just sounds like a fancy way to say boring people. Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett. But I haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him. Tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal?
Sure.
All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins. Last Mantiqueen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there too.
Okay. Celia can wait. And Mr. Pickett can wait too. Oh yeah, what did she want again?
Ah, the charmer. Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business? All of the above?
Okay, let's see. Monarch is willing to bring you the broke, but you have to cure her of a hangover first.
Something else I can do for you?
Do you have whatever the hell?
Something on your mind?
You ever think about what goes on in a marauder's head?
No, they're crazy.
But they still manage to feed themselves, dress themselves, work together. Gotta be something to that.
All I need to know is that they're on the other side of that wall.
I'm sure someone said the same thing in Amber Heights.
I gotta find a new drinking buddy.
Okay, what happened to Amber Heights is, I think, crucial to figure out what happened to this this establishment. Okay. Dude, that is crazy. Imagine like Jupiter is being like that to us. I don't think that would necessarily be a good thing, you know. It would be breathtaking, but there's all sorts of things that comes
Velma
with.
seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Okay, so we need to sort out what happened over here too. But before that, toss ball betting. Okay. We have another constable. No, not another constable. Constable responsible over here. Okay. She mentioned about a pharmacy.
No! Someone's been killed!
Excuse me? Did you?
Good day to you.
Where? Where the who? Who screamed? Chief Raymond. Oh, Chef Raymond. Oh, you.
I think I'm gonna be sick. No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my mouth. If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Oh, poor you. Okay. This is the left one. This should be fine.
You don't look like Sublight. Must be freelance.
Okay. So this one would be...
Murder? Hey, is this the part where we go hunting for clues?
Not much I can do for this guy.
Tossball betting slip. This betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from left field tossball betting. Okay. We walked past that place briefly. How did Hazley Pickard's suitcase, several ragged outfits, all of the same cut and color, were stuffed into this suitcase? Okay. I guess that's all the clues. And he's just gonna be lying here. Am I right? I don't know what is this place is. Okay.
Sir, please, I need your help. I can pay.
What the hell is going
Oh,
on?
thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
It's more
Jesus.
dissolving than melting.
That is not helpful. Don't you tell me to calm down. I promised my boy I'd protect him for always. But how can I keep him safe if he's run away? He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen. Please, won't you go and find my boy?
Okay,
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers.
Jesus,
Should have
lady.
listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me.
Where would he have gone?
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a manta queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already. That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with them nutty iconoclasts. Or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak. Or maybe marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet baby.
You're like a Class A victim to some Class A brainwashing.
Those low-life degenerates, leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting, like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good.
Not sure I'm seeing the problem here.
You're one of them, aren't you? You should be ashamed of yourself, young man, just as your mama would be. How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who listened. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
It is immoral.
So you're really running around with us now, huh?
Sure am. I'm a part of the crew now. Got my own bunk and everything.
You know, Felix, now that you're a real pirate, I should induct you into the Pirate's Code of Silence.
Ooh, the Code of Silence! What's that?
It means you agree not to talk for a very long time.
We are not pirates. Got that? Okay. Right.
In case I did not impress it upon you before, I'd like to enjoy my solitude.
So this is the administration. This is Terra Bay. Where's the pharmacy though?
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brax missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like.
What the fuck?
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. Velma's gonna be extra cranky if she doesn't get her caffeinoid.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Quite the bedside manner, lady.
Well, it's so rare I get the pleasure of new company. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
The Auntie Abigail?
And what a helpful young man you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits.
Whiskey helps, too.
Please leave medical advice to the professionals. Now, dearie, who's this pickup for? Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
Okay.
I'm afraid it'll be the better part of a month. Our dear Nyoka tends to exhaust her supply rather quickly. Believe me, there's nothing I'd love better than to help you, but there's not much I can do. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Yeah, let's persuade her.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his. Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll, eventually.
But until then, it's lots of fun.
Episodic pharmacological delirium is no laughing matter, young lady. In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations. It's a philosophist symbol of some kind, dearie. Never you mind. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties.
You're gonna go tussle with some raptidons? Because I've been practicing my dropkick.
Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie.
Okay. She's an old woman, I'm not gonna intimidate her.
Chin up, dearie.
And yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave this episode right here. We just came to the Monarch.
Smells like rats in here.
Stella.
Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the saltuna smell.
Trust me, this is worse.
Okay. We came to the Monarch to settlement called the Stella Bay, which is not that Stella, mind you. So yeah. in the next episode, we will get out and stretch our wings. So this place is somewhat similar to the Emerald Vale. You know, we have like two factions forming up, and you know, everyone is struggling in a different sense. So yeah, I think we will pick things up in the next episode. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.